Okay, so I want to make one thing perfectly clear before we start anything. I don't play fighting games a lot. There's a lot of competitive scenes in fighting games, and I don't really participate in any of them. I'm not interested in participating in any of them. Hiccups? Really? But I am like a huge fan of fighting games that make a big spectacle out of it. So stuff like Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or like Smash Brothers, or like, I don't know, like those are the biggest two examples I can think of. Here's the thing. I am super hyped for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I mean, super hyped. Because of that, I have been watching as many videos about it as I can. Like, yeah, okay, there's a story demo and all of that, but I'm talking like direct footage of actual fights between the characters, not just like fighting the same drones over and over again. I haven't really found that many direct feed videos. It's mostly just been people recording a screen with their camera, like, you know, just like holding a camera up to a TV screen, which, you know, that's fine, I get it. But yesterday, Capcom Unity had a two and a half hour stream, and on it they talked about the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Why does this matter? Well, because they had a direct feed of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which actually had some character themes audible. Why does that matter, Lewis? Like, who cares about character themes? I care about character themes. I care about character themes a lot. I don't know why I care about character themes so much, but I like them. I like speculating about them. I like hearing them. So first off, I wanted to figure out if character themes still worked the same in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like, there's no reason why they shouldn't, but I wanted to have some concrete evidence about it. Usually, when you're playing a Marvel vs. Capcom game, the character theme that plays at the beginning of the match is the theme of the second player's first character. That's usually how it goes. That's how it was in 3, that's how it was in 1, and 2 had that jazz soundtrack, so I can't really... It was all stage themes, like that, yeah. And for most of the stream, the music that was playing was the music from the third gameplay trailer, the one that Capcom put out here at E3. That's character theme. That is someone's character theme. And it took me a while to realize that that is Nova's new character theme. Yeah! I mean, I still had to figure out if the character themes actually worked the same, which is why I wasn't sure up until they did a different match, which, you know, later on, the second player was playing as Dante. Like, that was their first character. So, of course, when the match started, you know, we heard what sounds like Devils Never Cry from Devil May Cry 3. I'm not sure, because you have to hear it through all the noise of E3 and the dudes talking about the game, but yeah, so character themes. They were pretty much playing character themes, which means that the music from the third gameplay trailer is definitely Nova's new theme. Unfortunately, there were no other character themes that they played in the... Oh my god. We don't really know what the newer characters' themes are, but if the third gameplay trailer's music was Nova's new theme, there's a strong possibility that the music in the first gameplay trailer and the second gameplay trailer might be new character themes. I mean, that's not... I can't really confirm that. Like, there's no real evidence here. We just kind of have this example to go off of. And, I mean, this is a speculation video. I mean, might as well, right? Who knows? So, I mean, if we're totally going into wild speculation territory. I mean, I'm trying to put some evidence to it, but if we're going to go with wild speculation, I am perfectly willing to say that the music in the second trailer might be Ultron's new theme. Or Ultron's theme. Like, you know, he's the new character, right? And the music in the first trailer, maybe Captain Marvel? I mean, again, I'm kind of speculating wildly here, but hey, it kind of matches up. There's not a lot of new characters in the first and second trailers. Most of them are returns from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and so on. Ultron is new in the second trailer. Captain Marvel is new in the first trailer. And, you know, those are character themes that we've never heard before. So, they're either their themes or they changed pre-existing characters' themes, which is also possible because they did that with Nova. I mean, all bets are off now. Who knows? Okay, so that's it for character themes. That's all I've got. Now, I want to talk about the stages because we got to see the current stage select screen for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I mean, there's only 5 stages right now, and we've already seen all of them, like, in various gameplay footage and stuff like that. But we did get... God, I don't remember where I heard this, but I do remember it being confirmed that a lot of the stages in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite are going to be, like, fusions of Marvel and Capcom stuff. Like, you know, we saw it in the first gameplay trailer, where the stage that we see is a combination of Asgard from Marvel and Central Highway from Mega Man X. Like, you know, same lights, same nighttime ambience, futuristic building. Maverick Hunter HQ from that, like, OVA on the PSP is, like, right there, like, right in the middle. Just, I will put pictures. That's it. That's what that is. Now, out of the 5 stages that are on the demo, or on the show floor demo, like, I don't know what the technical term is. 4 of them were technically fusions, with the 5th one being Avengers Tower. Now, you've got Avengers Tower. You've got, you know, that Mega Man X Thor fusion, which is apparently called X-Guard. You know, Asgard, Mega Man X. You've got 3rd stage, which is I guess the interior of the Asgard Palace in that X-Guard fusion. But then you've got 2 other stages. The ones that were showcased in the 3rd gameplay trailer. And they are called No Moon and Valkanda. So, you know, clearly they're fusions. The question is mostly fusions of what? Now, on the Marvel side, it's not too hard. It's kind of obvious on the Marvel side. Obviously, one half of Valkanda is, you know, Wakanda, Black Panther's home country. Or home... It's its own country, right? I'm not making that up. That's right. Yeah, okay. Right. Alright. And No Moon, because of the way it's written, I'm assuming it's Nowhere from Guardians of the Galaxy and the Nova comics and, you know, stuff like that. You know, gigantic metal floating skull in space, and that sure is a gigantic metal floating skull in the background of that stage. So, yeah, I think we're good on that. On the Capcom side, it's a little bit more difficult to figure it out, but I'm lucky in the sense that I am a fan of, like, stupid, obscure Capcom franchises sometimes, and right now it is really paying off, because the other half of No Moon is the 3rd moon from Strider. I mean, at first I thought that was a little bit of a stretch, because all we have to go on is the word moon, and that's not exactly, like, an uncommon term. Multiple planets have moons, multiple fandoms have moons, stuff like that. But there are 2 things that make me think it is absolutely the 3rd moon from Strider. One of them is the fact that in the story trailer that went out on E3, when they first show the Grandmaster, the main villain from the Strider franchise, is when they show this stage. He is in that stage when it's happening, and in the Strider franchise, the 3rd moon is the Grandmaster's home base. The second thing that makes me think that this is absolutely the 3rd moon is that it's not just called No Moon, it's called No Moon Gravitron Core. What the heck does that mean? Well, in Strider, I'm gonna start every sentence with that apparently. In Strider, there is a boss called the Gravitron. What is this boss? It is a gigantic circular, like, core thing that generally in the game it generates its own gravity and you run around in a circle and you try to jump onto it and, you know, shoot it. But yeah, it's the fact that it's called Gravitron Core, the fact that there is a gigantic circular core looking thing that looks like it could generate its own gravity in the background. Yeah, that's a 3rd moon. That's the 3rd moon from Strider. So this stage is a combination of Nowhere from Marvel and the 3rd moon from Strider. I absolutely feel confident about that. Now, Valkanda was a little harder because nothing, like, immediately jumped out at me. I couldn't nail it right there and then. But the more I looked at the stage, the more I thought Monster Hunter. Now, I've never really played that much Monster Hunter. I've only played a little bit of 4. Like, there was a demo of 4 on the 3DS at one point, and I played it, and I couldn't get into it, but whatever. Other people enjoy it. And Capcom absolutely has noticed that, and has been pushing Monster Hunter pretty hard, and not to mention just its popularity is steadily climbing. I mean, with the whole Monster Hunter world, I mean, that's a pretty big step for Monster Hunter. And it makes me think there's no way they're not gonna put Monster Hunter in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. That's not... They're gonna put Monster Hunter in there somehow. And I think it's this stage. However, since I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan, I had to, like, actually go wiki crawling and research this. You know, make sure I can find some sort of correlation, that I'm not just making stuff up. And there are a few things that I noticed. Half the stage is a desert, and there's a location in Monster Hunter called the Great Desert. Again, it's a pretty big generalization. You know, deserts aren't exactly uncommon, but the fact that it's a desert and that the fusion name is Valkanda makes me think of Monster Hunter 4. The first place that you stop at in Monster Hunter 4, if I'm reading this correctly in the wiki, is called, I'm gonna butcher this, Valhabar. Or Valhabar, you know what, I don't know what the proper pronunciation is, but it is Valhabar. And it's a location in the Great Desert, and it is known for protecting against an Elder Dragon. And what is that in the background of Valkanda? Yes, that is a statue of a giant freaking dragon. I mean, that's Monster Hunter. That's a Monster Hunter stage. Half of that stage is Monster Hunter. Which brings me to the end of the speculation train, the roster leak. Now, usually I don't really care about roster leaks. When I hear about, oh, hey, this is going to be the final character roster, I usually, you know, I call bull until anything gets officially confirmed, obviously. Because there's just as many chances that people will make stuff up as there is that it'll be real. In fact, the fact that it'll be real is honestly a lot lower. But after, like, all of the characters that they introduced at E3 and a lot of the franchise representation shown in the stages, like, that roster leak might actually be legit. It seems ridiculous to me because, again, I'm not a big Monster Hunter fan because I couldn't get into the games. And when I saw Monster Hunter on the roster leak, like, as a character, I couldn't help but laugh a little. Cause I'm like, how are you gonna do that? It's a blank template of a character. Like, it's you inserting yourself into a game to hunt monsters. How are you gonna do that? But, like, with all of the Monster Hunter representation in this game already, like, half of a stage featured in a gameplay trailer is absolutely Monster Hunter. There's an Elder Dragon featured in the story trailer. I think that's an Elder Dragon, and boy, I am not going to try pronouncing that thing's name. It's making me think that, like, it's real. That roster leak is real. I mean, obviously, we're not going to find out until, you know, Capcom releases the game and we get to try it for ourselves. But it's looking more and more likely. It is looking more and more likely. And, you know, maybe because of that leak, they'll add more characters. Maybe they won't, and, you know, that's what we're gonna get. Either way, at this point, I am really looking forward to more speculation. I am looking forward to more information. I'm looking forward to more character themes. I would like to hear character themes again. Why are we being so... Why are we being so vague about the character themes? What's up with that? In the last game, like, everyone got their own character trailer and their character theme was playing in the background and it was cool. What's going on with that? What's up with that? So, what do you guys think about all of this? Do you want more Monster Hunter in the game? Are you excited for Monster Hunter? Do you want any different Marvel or Capcom characters to be in the game? Are you excited about the roster leak? Do you wish it were different or that it had more characters? Or, you know, anything. Whatever the case, you know, leave me a comment. Let me know. Let's chat. You know, let's keep it going. Let's see what other wild speculation we can throw out there. Anyway, this is XTRSunburn, and I'll see you guys later.